Okay guys, William Savoy here. I want to talk about how to attack this Metcon. You got 1 round for time, 16 rows. So just imagine just doing a row. So 16 rows, 600-meter row, 30 overhead squats, 600-meter row, 30-meter single arm dumbbell walking lunge, left arm. Then you got 30 meters on the right arm for a total of 60. 16 hand release push-ups, 30 box jumps, 60 kettlebell swings, 1 round. For lack of a better term, this is just a chipper, right? Chipper. One big round, multiple movements. Let's talk about how to prep this thing. So a couple things. We're gonna do the board, and if you need to see this Metcon further or more laid out so you can actually read it, part of my handwriting, click the link below to access that. But as far as reverse engineering, transition round 1, transition round 2, I'm gonna show you how to set this up for success. So first things first. When I pick this thing apart, the first thing that we want to attack is the barbell movement. So barbell movement always gets attacked first. So mind you, this is after question of the day, after announcements, after the movement prep, after everything. So barbell movement first. All I'm gonna do here, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna write this. I'm gonna gather the group up, I'm gonna go through the movement, then I'm gonna set everybody up behind their bars. All you're gonna do is, I'm gonna go 5 body weight squats, and then after that, I'm going to tell everybody to get in the snatch grip, of course, and then I'm gonna go 5 overhead squats. There's not much of a reverse engineer for this movement. A lot of it is movement prep. And remember, when you're doing the board, you're gonna box in the final movement. So overhead squats, checked off the list, I got it, bam. Right? From there, I see my rows, my 600-meter rows are in here. Remember, anytime I have a monostructural movement, whether it be a bike, a rower, or a jump rope that is not monostructural, I'll always start class off with that movement. What that allows me to do is not waste time prepping this movement, and it doubles as a warm-up, right? So as soon as you walk into class, question of the day, announcements, let's play a game, hop on the rower, first person to 100 meters, anything over or under, you have burpees or sit-ups or whatever it is. So I've already low-key prepped this. That's off the list, that's off the list. Next, I'm gonna go to the next order of priority. I'm gonna go to ST rows on the floor. So all that is, let's just pretend it's ring rows. My prep for this is, I want 6 ring rows with a 1-second pause at the top, and a 1-second pause on the bottom, right? And then when you're done with that, just go ahead and give me, let's go 8 ring rows. Box it in. So that was my prep. There's not really a reverse engineering for this movement. That was my prep, I'm good to go. So I can cross that off the list. Next, I have my lunges, handstand, push-up, box jumps, and kettlebells. So on the walking overhead lunge, what I'm gonna do is I want 10 alternating walking lunges. Right from there, I wanna go 5 single arm dumbbell alternating lunges with dumbbell in left hand. Then I want the same exact thing for the right hand. So that is me building up to this movement. Boom, and boom. Done with that one. Now, handstand push-ups are next. Now guys, remember, even though I'm not really saying this, before each movement, I should demonstrate it, right? So handstand push-up. First thing that I'm gonna do, and this is not technically a reverse engineer, it's just being a coach, I'm gonna go through all the scales. So I'm actually gonna go through, I'm gonna demo a handstand push-up, right? And what I'm gonna do is just go through my scales. My scales for that would be pike, feet on box, and then head through at the top. My next scale from there would be decline. That is feet on box, and then hands on ground. From there, it's push up with hands on the box, And then from there, it is regular push-up and then hand release. So it's not necessarily a reverse engineer, it's more of just being a coach. And whatever version, or after you demo all these, you're gonna say, pick your best version, I want 6 reps. So I'm just gonna put 6 reps and box that in, because that's my final result, right? So I cross that off. Box jump kettlebell swings. I'm coming down here to the bottom. Look in your notes for box jumps. Everybody knows what that is. 8 alternating step ups. 10 line hops lateral. 10 side, 2 side. 5 box jumps. Box it in. Lastly, I got kettlebell swings, and everybody knows what that is. That's a simple one like the box jump. Same thing it always is. 5 good mornings, 5 RDLs, probably 8 kettlebell swings since I got a huge volume. Everything is boxed in. My math problem is done. Now let's go to transition round 1. 60 to 70%. And then this one is 90% plus. So I'm just going to take the movements and put them in. Guys, I want 2 rounds, and what I'm going to do is just kind of cut the numbers down. I want 2 rounds of, in order, 5 rows. I'm skipping the rower because I've already kind of did that. Unless you have a small group of people, usually we don't have enough to accommodate with only 6 rowers. So 5 ST rows. Then from there, I'm going to go 5 overhead squats. From there, I'm going to go 8 lunges, 4 each arm. I'm going to go 5 hand release push-ups, 5 box jumps, 5 kettlebell swings. And then I'm going to repeat the same thing, and I can say, do the same thing, but give me 3 of each. Notice I didn't say 1 of each or 2 of each, because that's not even enough to get a stimulus. Remember, I'm trying to get your body stimulated to adapt to the stimulus that you're about to go through. So give me 5 of each of these movements, then give me 3 of each. Or depending on your time, I might just end up here, right? After that, get some water, go to the board. Okay, so, or I can put no T2. This is a very long chipper, so you might not have enough time to get a second round in. But again, please notice that I didn't have to go through the rower because it was already done in the warm-up, and I just saved myself hella time. So this is how you do the transition, the reverse engineering and transition rounds for a crazy chipper, just like this. Oh shit. Do you understand that?
Yes.